know what those stock certificates are worth today? Just about the finest outhouse.
What episode is this?
24. 24.
24?
I think
24. Kobe Bryant number.
Welcome to the Outhouse Super Show, episode 24 of season 2. Yeah. Season 2, episode 24.
Yeah.
And it's a little weird right now. We're actually at Outhouse Records, and we are open. So if you hear crap in the background, it's because there's people probably coming in looking for records and stuff.
Yeah, and if I get up, that means I'm probably going to be selling a record to somebody.
At the Outhouse, there's always crap in the background.
But we're also on our brand new stage that was just built. And we are your host, Dwarf Among Midgets. I'm Maddie. This is McKibbles. And I got Messi.
Gravis.
I don't know.
Oh, he's allowed to say his own name.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
What's your name? Dave?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dave.
Dave's not here, man.
No, but way cooler, though. We also have very special guests. We have Midwest Martyrs here with us.
Yeah, thank you guys.
And they're actually going to be playing here on this stage next Saturday. This coming Saturday.
On Record Store Day.
Yep. So, April 12th, Midwest Martyr to Breathe Again, and our buddies in 13 Gallon. I just picked up a 13-gallon shirt last night, so I'm pretty stoked about that. But anyways, so Midwest Martyr. I guess we can go around and introduce. I don't know what camera's on you guys. I just kind of threw a bunch of random cameras up. But yeah, you got a microphone. So what's your name?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Berquist. I'm the singer and rhythm guitarist.
Nice.
Jonathan.
My name's Zach Pegg, and I play the lead guitar.
Yep.
Mr. Pegg.
This isn't clockwise. My name's Thomas Berquist, and I play the bass guitar and sing.
He said, this is not how we have rehearsed this.
Yeah, right. I am Richard Crow. I am drums.
Nice.
We can put that cable up on the table if you want. That way,
Yeah.
that way it's easier to pass. Yeah, we're limited on microphones today, so we're selfish. We're the hosts, so we get the cool mics, but no, we're just unprepared, honestly. Eventually, we're gonna probably upgrade and stuff. But what do you guys want to talk about? That's as far as we got. We didn't actually rehearse.
How'd you come up with your band name, Midwest Martyr?
Oh, that's a good idea.
There you go.
Yeah, so this is actually a newer lineup. We had a couple of people leave late last year, but when we were coming up with band names, it was originally Industrial Illusion, which is a Yu-Gi-Oh card reference, something like that. And we were just basically doing the Childish Gambino approach, putting our name, where we live. We live in Indiana. We live in the Midwest. And our first album upbringing was kind of very religious about, John and my raising up, which had a religious undertone, and
broken Bible.
Martyr is very that.
Yeah, see, I thought you said the other guys left the band, and I thought you martyrized them,
Oh, yeah, no.
You made them a martyr? They're the Midwest Martyrs.
Where are they buried in the Midwest?
Not quite, no. I think they're working on a new project, but nothing but the best for them. But yeah, that's how we got the name.
Cool.
Nice.
I like the name. It's cool because, the alliteration. I'm a fan of alliteration.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of knowing what words mean.
I was like, he didn't know
what does that mean?
2 M's. Maddie Mayonnaise. That's why I like it.
It's funny. We can't get away from M because the last project that we were in is called Make My Millennium, a Beetlejuice quote.
Yeah.
So we have been MM for
And
a while
it's the
now.
13th letter in the alphabet, too.
Yeah.
Didn't even realize
So
that.
we're all M's too. Maddie Mayonnaise,
it's
Messy
Messy
Gravis,
Gravis.
and McKibbles.
Yeah.
So this seems like a perfect question to ask you guys. You guys are talking movies constantly. What's your favorite Back to the Future movie? And if you don't like it, just get up and leave.
Okay, well, if you don't like it,
I'm just
there's the
kidding.
door.
If you don't like any Back to the Future, then you're not. We can't talk anymore.
The first. I mean, it's a classic.
We got a number one.
Okay.
I'm actually going to be a little controversial here, and I'm going to be the guy that says I actually like the third one quite a lot.
That's me. So he's number one.
I like
he's
it.
number two, and I'm number three.
ZZ Top is in it, dog.
Yeah,
you can't take
true.
that away
That's
from
true.
me.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. It's
Don't-
ZZ Top's great uncles here in the
Well,
past.
whatever.
It's like-
Don't give me that. We don't want that Huey Lewis in the
1885.
news. Give me that ZZ Top. They're the real soundtrack
But-
to Back to the Future.
The reason. Oh, go ahead.
No, you're fine. Mine's number 2 because
Sir, drummer.
Good mix.
Drummer.
I like the hoverboard and the
Oh, yeah.
visual effects in that movie
Yeah.
were just ridiculous.
Sci-fi action movie.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. It really is. Yeah.
And,
you're
and
right.
that Donald Trump shit's crazy too. He goes back there. He's all Donald
It's a
Trump.
documentary.
Yeah.
It's
yeah,
weird.
It's scary.
Yeah.
It predicted the future.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because Donald Trump's uncle, grandpa, stole Tesla's time machine.
So we got 1, 2, 3. I'm the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You'll say one.
It's number 1.
Yeah.
It's number 1. Has to be.
A little bit backstory. The reason we always ask our guests this because we've always have this debate because my favorite's the first one, his favorite's the second, or his favorite's the second, and he's the third. So we're like, okay, well, whoever we have on as a guest, usually it's one person, they're the tiebreaker. But and this actually worked out. It's a really balanced room.
that's great.
Yeah,
perfectly balanced.
because it
as all
seems like
things
it
should
went
be.
in your favor.
To be fair,
If you like any of them, you're in the right camp.
A lot of M's.
Well, we've come to the compromise that all three of them, it's like one big movie. So you can watch the whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to watch all three straight through.
Yeah, exactly.
You got to binge it all at once, like my wife does Gilmore Girls, except for less suicide thoughts at the end, you know.
Yes.
Exactly.
No, motorized. You can't say suicide. It's motorized.
No, it's unalive.
Murder.
It's unalive now?
Yeah.
I can't say suicide no more?
Yeah.
You're taking away all my favorite words. Just kidding. I didn't like any of those other words.
Yeah, because
I'm making
remember,
it up.
Is this mine?
Because remember your band,
thought maybe it was
Unaliving
yours.
Tendencies?
Yeah, that's my favorite band. Unalive Tendencies.
Unaliving tendencies.
Yeah. He just wanted a Pepsi. That's all he wanted.
It was RC Cola. He just wanted RC Cola.
Did she want to give it to me? It's like, no, I ain't giving you that crap. It's full of high fructose corn syrup.
So
She was a good mom. She wouldn't give him a Pepsi. I just want to put that out there. Pepsi's bad for you kids.
Yeah, it's also gross.
Give me a Pepsi free.
That's Hep C. That's
Back to the
Hep
Back
C's
to the
bad for
Future.
you. Hep C.
Oh, I knew it was one, but they rhyme, I guess.
Yeah. Pepsi's perfectly okay.
No, then my uncle lied to me.
If you want something free, you're gonna pay for it. If you want a Pepsi, you're gonna pay for it.
I'm never sharing needles with that guy again.
All right.
What's with the life jacket, pal? But who writes the songs in Midwest Martyr?
We kind of all write them.
Just start jamming out.
Collaboration.
Yeah, someone will bring a riff. So like we'll use the new song "Fight the Fever" for example. Then I brought the original riff for it. Brought it to these two before he was in the band, and we just started kind of playing around with it. You know, he was coming up with his lead part, bass part, and then we brought him on. And throughout the entire process, I'm writing the lyrics during it, trying to come up with something. I'll usually just find like some weird sounds that sound good over it, and
Nice.
basically just over time it becomes a song. As the more times you play through it, people find their place and their parts. You can ask him; he's usually still writing his part even after it's recorded.
Do you have like themes and stuff? You come up with something? Because I do that sometimes. Like something happened in the news, or I'll hear something and I'm like, oh, and I was like, I heard something cool. Like I'll write that down, and then all of a sudden it'll just
sometimes.
it'll just morph into something else.
Yeah, it depends on the situation because like I like to pull from my own life a lot with lyrics specifically, but you know there's also one of the new songs we've been working on, "Take Back the Throne," that's just basically about what the hell is going on.
Get
in
out
this
of my
world.
fucking toilet.
So you said, so you said he's still writing his parts. You said after the song's already done, right? So it sounds like you're not happy with your parts a lot, and that you like to constantly rewrite and always make it better.
Yeah, sort of.
That's kind of like what we do.
Yeah, it's a lot of that. It's also just like the more you play a song, and we play like we've been practicing a lot recently. So just the more you play, I just kind of like try things, and I'll notice that it sounds really good or it feels better. And to be honest, it's usually so minuscule. Nobody is going to notice that I changed that part.
Yeah.
So it's
Right.
more for me than it is for anybody else.
Especially on a bass line.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I was listening to
awesome.
the album that's on streaming. That was the older one, right? Like 2023.
Yeah, our debut album, Upbringing, that came out in 23.
It was it's very riff heavy. I definitely noticed there's a lot of riff, but I noticed a lot of the bass parts too. Like there's a lot of parts. Like kind of you said, like I can tell you're kind of trying to stand out or whatever. I don't know if you're doing it consciously, but there's a couple spots where I was like, oh, that was a nice little bass break. You know, it's like,
well, thank you very much.
Because there's definitely like I heard it was a lot of riffage. Like I could tell that like guitar riffs are like, and I'm like, yes, riffage is back.
Oh yeah, the more riffs, the better.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of music now is going away from that. You know, it's like
I'll give a shout out to our former members Zach and Timmy. They started a band after leaving their last project, and they just had a bunch of these awesome riffs that they came up with. A lot of those songs are their original riffs. John came on and did the vocals, and we call him the Structure King because John comes in and structures songs. He's like 4 times here, 3 times here. Yeah. That's too long. Everyone tells him to go fuck himself or whatever.
Too many syllables on this
too
part.
many. And then I came in at the end of it and just like, I got to do something to stand out.
Yeah.
So I just tried to make my parts where I fit into the riff instead of, or just copied what our old guitarist Timmy would do. Whatever worked.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you're the syllable guy in our band.
Yeah, I know. I was.
He comes in, he's like, "No, we gotta have one extra syllable there. Make it." And I'm like, "No,
you throw my time.
I'll just hold it longer." And he's like, "No, I can't drum to that. You need one more syllable." But
because remember we had it was the herpes, wasn't it, or no?
Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
The herpes, like herpes, herps. Because we had a conversation.
He's like, no, there's not enough time to say herpes. You have to say herps. And I'm like, no, I'll make it work. I'll just double time it.
That's a legit conversation we had at Torland.
That's true.
Because every time you said herpes, you look at me and go, it fucking fits.
I made it fit.
See how I made herpes fit?
So And no one cutting you off on your syllables, then that's good.
Or not even a little bit.
Yeah, so
I'm like, for a drummer, you don't understand that I can turn an 8th note into a 16th note.
That's true. I know. I'm like, what are you doing?
That's called division.
Four on
Per
the
piece.
floor,
That's
dude.
math.
Per piece.
I'm on the floor. I'm a 4 on the floor guy all day.
What's math? I don't know.
I heard there was something about pie in there, and I was down, and then I got there and I fell asleep. I didn't remember anything they said.
So you guys, so April 12th, obviously this coming Saturday. This comes out on Tuesday, so this coming Saturday, Midwest Martyr, To Breathe Again, 13 Gallon. You guys kind of put the show together, right? Do you guys know To Breathe Again? Because I'm not familiar with those guys.
There you go, Zach. Yep.
Yeah, so I did a lot of that. Thankfully, these guys were able to help me out a little bit because I've never done it before, so I'm still trying to figure it out. But I've had my eyes on the To Breathe Again guys for a long time. They put in a lot of work. They do a lot of cool stuff, and plus they've been in our Discord server for a while, I think, too, haven't they?
Singer's a big fan. Shout out to Metal Taylor Swift in our Discord.
Hell yeah!
I was listening to them. You guys blend really well together. I think the styles. I think it's gonna be a cool show.
And I'm really excited to see 13 Gallon. I caught those guys here a few weeks ago, and they just blew me away.
They played their first show here last summer, so it was one of our first shows at the venue. 13 Gallon played it, and then they told us it was their first show. So they think this will be their third or fourth time being here. So
I'm excited to see them live.
Yeah.
I've only heard the song they have online, and it's incredible.
And it does them no justice either. Like you're gonna be blown
their
away.
Their live show is amazing.
It's incredible.
That's why Maddie needs to record them and catch that, Magic Live.
I will say that we just I don't know if I'm supposed to release this, but
tell it.
I just shot a music video for that song. Actually,
I'm really excited to see that.
Yeah, it looks really dope.
Amazing.
We shot it here at the record store, right in the middle of all the records. It kind of looks like a tiny desk kind of video,
Oh yeah.
But it's dark, dark with a lot of cool mood lighting and stuff.
Yeah.
But I do music videos, by the way.
Yeah,
if you guys ever need a video,
Now we know where we're doing the homecoming music video.
Yeah. I actually quit my full-time job in January, so
Congratulations.
I'm doing. Oh,
Amen.
Thank you very much.
I don't know videos, logos.
I don't know if it's really a congratulations thing because I'm scared to death. Honestly, you
got it. You got it.
I'm broker now than I've been in years.
That's the point.
Yeah.
Eventually, it will come.
But I'm doing graphic design, music videos, videography, audio, all that crap.
And I'm telling them we're the best dumpsters, get the best food is.
Yeah. But anyway,
we will survive.
But yeah, so 13 Gallon, watch out for that music video coming soon. It should be coming out shortly. But they also I think they got T-shirts coming up at the show. You guys got merch? You have at the show?
Yeah. So we're releasing our song "Fight the Fever" actually the day before.
Oh, nice.
And on that day or on the 12th, we're gonna be dropping merch on a merch store. I don't know if we'll have any physical besides like stickers and some pics that Zach bought, but
so what's that Fight the Fever about? Fauci?
Take this one.
Fight the Fever is kind of it's just a song about being in a situation.
Just stay hydrated. Yeah, stay
hydrated. Absolutely. Yeah.
Stop.
I'm a big proponent of that. About a basketball.
Get your electrolytes in, man.
Pedialyte.
That's on brand here. So I mean, no, it's really just an overall general situation. There's a personal one behind it, but I'm not gonna say what it is.
Open for interpretation.
Yeah,
but, I mean, you're releasing it first, so you guys are confident in that one. So
yeah, I mean, the song is essentially just about when you're in a situation that you're trying to get out of and you're losing hope while you're in it.
Yeah.
But you're still willing to fight. You're gonna fight against it, fight against the sickness, get through it, and just however you want to interpret it can be, but that's my interpretation.
So the opposite of disturb. You don't want to get up and get down with the sickness. You want that sickness out of here.
No, you want to punch that sickness in the face and push it away. I'm going to fight the fever.
Yeah, I'm going to starve that fever.
We're going to punch David Draymond in his fucking face. Right?
I feel you.
That little nose goblin from that one nasal spray company. I'm going to kill that guy.
And you can say sound of violence instead of sound of silence.
Exactly. The sound of violence.
You son of a bitch.
That's a cover, but...
Did I ever tell you my David Draymond story? That I was at Ozfest 2004.
No, I don't think so.
It was we were getting up to the front, right? And we get up to the very front, and apparently people were coming to the side, and David Draymond was coming to with this hot chick, and this drunk old lady was like, "Look, honey, it's the lead singer for Stained." And to look, David Draymond, it could have shot lasers at this old lady, and I was like, I went, oh. Yeah, and he went back. And he got on his tour bus.
I met him when I was 13. In 2001, I met David Draymond. He signed my poster.
And cool guy.
And I was 13, and the sickness had just dropped. And I was like,
I like.
I'm a new metal kid, so But
I saw him on the. It was
not a fan anymore, but back then.
These guys were definitely down with the sickness.
It was a TV show called Reverb on HBO.
Oh yeah,
and I'd watch that and shit. And I would because he had the jumpsuit, like he just broke out of the insane asylum.
Yeah.
And I was like, hell yeah.
So you said you were gonna have merch. Sorry, take this back, but you said you have merch coming, but you don't know if you'll have physical, but you'll have a shop that you're
Online.
dropping.
Yeah, here's Richard.
Yeah, anybody wants to talk?
Hello.
What's up?
Yeah.
Hello,
Richard. What's up, Richard?
Yeah.
Wow, listen to that voice. We barely heard it so far.
Right. No, so we're working on having an online shop, and if we don't have anything physical for fans here, then they can go on drop ship.
QR codes, bring a QR code.
Oh yeah,
That's what
technology.
That's what I was gonna say. This is what we do. Is we have shopouthouse.com, which our merch is on.
Yep.
And what I did was I made a banner. I got it printed at like Walgreens,
right over there.
and it just has the name and it has a QR code and it has some pictures of the shirts and stuff. And so you could set up a table, like a merch table, and you can have your picks or whatever small stuff you have. And you can have that, so when they walk up and ask for a shirt, scan this.
Yeah.
I saw that. I went and saw Anthony Jeselnik, the comedian, and he had no merch there, and all he had was he had a table set up with a giant QR code, and I was like, that's brilliant.
Well,
So that's what I started doing.
A lot of music venues, not this size, but larger, will take a percentage
What's that
of your.
supposed to mean?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Probably why he does it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I know
the
how
size
to.
of the venue is the motion.
But thankfully, small venues, don't take a percentage of literally everything
That's
that
true.
you.
We got small venue energy.
Yeah, which is, I love.
No, we want to be a small venue.
Yeah,
that's what we got.
We don't want to be a big venue.
Yeah,
Bands
that's what
like
they tell
us-
you. That's what the girls tell you. It's uncomfortable in a big venue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really like the big venues. They don't really feel as good.
Your venue feels just right. It fits.
Yeah, no complaints, right? But no, I mean, and that's the whole thing too. Is that a lot of bands just literally give money away for nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
They'll come in. Yeah, it's like, they'll take your percentage of your merch and your ticket sales as well. Bigger venues and shit. I never understood that. Like, leave the merch alone.
Yeah.
Like that's the bread and butter.
That's why you sell it out of the trunk of the parking lot.
I mean,
Well, you got to blame Napster for that.
we take part of the door, but I mean,
Well,
that's the only way we can keep
lights
open.
And sound.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
we provide lights and
we would never touch
sound.
merch or anything though.
No,
That's
hell no.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, we'll have physical. I've been pushing posters
Yeah.
for
that's cool.
days now, weeks.
Got a couple we're working on.
Yeah. So we'll have something, but if we have some really great merch ideas on the
Nice.
Shopify.
Get stuff
Yep,
quick,
cool.
man.
That's what we used to.
Get a
Yeah.
stack.
Shopify.
Get a stack of stickers.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Because I got to put all on the front door, all the bands that play.
Yeah,
stickers.
number one, because you can just give those out. You give a sticker out. It's almost like a calling card for a band. What was that band name? They look it up on
business
the internet.
card.
They're going to find you on
Well,
your
people
social
like to
media
have
or whatever.
leave a show with something tangible.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah.
Especially if you go to a show with a bunch of bands. I mean, we only got 3 coming up here, but some shows you'll have 5, 6 different bands, and be like, what was that one band? But if they have a sticker or something like that, they're gonna be able to remember.
I've gone home and got my pair of pants from the floor and reached in my what the hell's in my
Yeah,
pocket?
stickers.
And-
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
Yeah,
I'm gonna check this band out.
Yeah.
folded up stickers. Like
Yeah.
I've done that. Like
Yeah.
I was like, what? Oh shit! It's like 10 stickers has been folded up in my back pocket. Like,
Absolutely.
I don't even remember all
I
that.
used to do that like when we go to like a Warped Tour back in the day, and there would be like people just handing out their handing out crap at the front. They're not even playing. They're just handing stuff out. And I found some cool bands like that, just from taking stuff that people are handing out. So
That's why I found Dope.
Yeah.
Slipknot was playing the second
the
second
band,
stage at
right?
Ozfest.
Yeah,
no,
okay.
not drugs.
No, he found that
when I
from his
was
uncle.
11.
Yeah, when he was 11 from his uncle. I found Dope the band
Uncle
in the
Tessie.
Karma box, the free box.
Yeah,
it was one of
yeah.
their samplers.
Yeah, so it was.
That says a lot about the band, huh?
That's what I'm saying. Slipknot came out and they were throwing out free demos of it when Slipknot came out in '99. And I was like, okay, they had Fuck the Police and Debonair on one side. It was just singles on both sides.
Yeah.
I was like, that's cool. I was like, you don't see that shit anymore.
Yeah,
It was
that's
like
true.
one
Yeah,
time,
you
like,
don't
that's
see a lot of
cool.
bands that do that.
So we should make tapes and hand them out.
Yeah, you should.
And start
probably
throwing
get-
them out.
sample
We'll probably get
like
arrested
while
for
Midwest
smut.
Martyrs are
We
playing.
start handing our shit out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Midwest Martyrs are playing. We're throwing
Well,
out dwarf tapes.
I actually did want to do. I wanted to make an Outhouse sampler of like all the stuff that I've recorded, like
Okay.
all the bands over the years and stuff, and just put like a sampler together with
Yeah.
like 10 different bands on it and
make
have it up at the
tapes.
counter here. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
We just have to have
Just like it's old school.
Be nice
You gotta
to
have
have a
permission
CD
from all the
with a big
bands.
black outhouse
You guys
on
have
the
to
front.
sign off on it.
Oh,
Well, you've got
well,
our
no, I was talking about the ones I recorded,
Yeah.
but I guess we could do live too.
Yeah.
Because I can record right into
That's
the
2
board
records
here. So I
That's
could,
two different records, man.
Yeah, I've got it's nice. I can just throw an SD card in and it multi-tracks it in, so it could be mixed and whatever. We could pump in crowd volume.
Send you the stems. Yeah, send you the stems. You put in your own DAW, and mix it however you want.
Yeah, we should totally do that.
Yeah, if you
that's an extra $200.
Shut the fuck up.
Honestly, no. If you here's the thing. For a while there, I was recording them, and I would just it would take me months and months to get them out to the band. So if you guys have an SD card, just bring an SD card, and I'll throw it in there, record it, and then I can pop it out and hand it to you, and that way you can take it home with you. That way we don't have to worry about my schedule getting in the way and stuff, because I'm really bad
Balls
about
in your
getting,
court. Balls in your court now.
But yeah, it's really nice because it'll give you a full stereo mix, and then it'll give you all the individual tracks, so you can do whatever you want with it. You can go in and layer guitar solos like Kiss does or whatever. Whatever you want to do.
So you guys playing a lot of shows in Indiana?
We're working on it.
Nice.
So you got one coming up.
Yeah, so we have two
Outhouse.
coming up. We have this one. Oh yeah, we have the third one. The details aren't finalized. We might have one in September. We're going to be announcing soon.
Nice.
But we have this one on the 12th here at Outhouse, and then we also have Fender's Denizens in Louisville, Kentucky on the 27th of April. That one's just a live stream show, so
Louisville.
you can just watch that one on Twitch.
Cool.
You got to go all the way to Kentucky for it, though, huh?
What's the
Yeah.
Twitch
It's like,
channel?
if
Is
it's
it,
a live stream, can I just do it here in my living room?
is it Midwest Martyr on Twitch?
It's not going to be on ours. It's going to be on Crossfire Radio.
Crossfire Radio. There you go.
Yep,
Check it out.
Crossfire Radio. If you go to our Facebook page, the link's on there.
Okay. Cool.
What was that place in Louisville? I like Spinelli's.
Oh yeah.
The pizza place. That place is cool.
Yeah, the
Try to get in
Belushi.
there.
The pizza place by the airport.
Yeah, Spinelli's.
We're also one other thing that we keep forgetting to talk about is we'll be live on Local Overload, which is a local radio show out of Seymour, Indiana. We'll be live on that on Thursday as well.
Nice.
So this
What
will
was the name
come
of that
out and then
again?
Local Overload.
Local overload.
Yeah.
Find the link on our page.
Yeah, it's run by Harold and Angela Garland out of
It's
Seymour.
ran by the local overlord.
I mean, they are the king and queen of the local
Yeah,
music
and
scene. We
Seymour.
love them.
Nice.
Hell yeah. Wasn't that? No, that was Columbus, Indiana. There was a band I used to book called Maltese Cross
Oh, I remember
down there
them.
and stuff.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember those guys.
I remember Seymour. I'm driving through there.
Seymour.
I hardly knew her.
So I heard you guys talking. I was eavesdropping a little bit when I was putting the cameras up. Sorry, but I was.
He does that.
I'm trying to get content for the podcast. You guys, I just heard you talking about recording. Are you guys recording new stuff? I assume. I know you got the one song coming out. Is it a single? Or you have an album, or what's going on with that?
Ladies and gentlemen, Richard Crow.
Yeah. Oh, you're in charge of recording? Oh.
Dick Crow.
We actually, yes, but someone
Dick Crow?
someone commented old Dickie Bangs on our
Old
Instagram.
Dickie Bangs? That's a great name. Yeah. Old Dickie Bangs.
I am the oldest of the group, but no, we actually recorded in Whisper Studios right down the street.
Okay, yeah, Whispers.
With Jeremy. And,
Yeah.
He was the ultimate professional. We spent 2 days there, got 3 songs done. Gonna release them, as we go, and then we're gonna probably go back here soon and.
So you guys screamed in Whisper Studios?
Yeah. Well, we actually did. Well, no, we did. We did that.
We said our favorite
that would be-
4-letter word a lot.
Yeah. That would be funny. It's like someone's
Dick?
door's like, hey,
No, I'm sorry.
it's like,
That's Jesse's favorite.
That's my favorite word. Yeah.
Tell us more about
That's
that.
your name. I don't know.
No, spring break. Here's spring break '99. I got a lot of drinks
oh, yeah.
because I was 21 years old.
Yeah, of course. We all had. We didn't have fake IDs.
Only solely because.
Damn, you are old.
Solely because everyone called me Dick.
Yeah.
Oh, what's up, Dick? You want a
what's
shot?
up?
Fuck yeah.
Let's go.
That's awesome. Just from your name?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Like, you like your name? You like Dick?
Yeah.
Take a shot.
Yeah, exactly. But no, but we'll
Fish sticks in your mouth.
we are going to release a second single probably within the next couple months, shooting a music video in at the Indiana Sanatorium.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
Overnight,
Nice.
which will be really
I
fun.
guess I don't need music videos.
So you do audio and visual stuff as well? Like you do a lot of
No.
Adobe Premiere and all that editing?
Yeah, I mean those are
That's
these
a-
guys.
Yeah, so
Nice.
John and Yeah.
Adobe or not Adobe?
Are we allowed
That
to
is the
shout her out?
question.
Yeah.
Shout out to Natalie Crow, his wife. Oh my, she has been such a helping hand.
Called Nat. Shout out Nat.
Our merch store has basically been set up and created by her.
Nice.
So we got to give that shout out. But yeah,
Photos.
yeah,
Nice.
all of our photos. A lot of the artistic stuff is a collaboration.
That's cool.
Between me and her, and it is.
She hasn't charged you yet?
No,
Not yet?
she
Okay.
ought to.
Yeah, I know.
She ought to.
She does good work. Yeah, throw some money.
But no, John and I have been using a program called Wondershare for a while.
Yeah, I know Wondershare.
Yeah, we decided back in October of 23 we're going to start making videos, and we just started filming ourselves. Posting videos online. Went viral for being overweight.
I think I saw that. Somebody said like the food fighters. Or
Yeah.
something.
That's your favorite.
Or I think I saw you guys complaining about that name or something.
Fighters.
Maybe.
I like the Foo Fighters.
I take issue because I don't mind the fat jokes. I love the fat jokes. I think they're hilarious. But I just want people to be a little bit more creative, a little bit more original. Because I see the food fighters under every video like 12 times.
That's what I saw as your comment complaining about it.
It's like I've seen some great ones, but food fighters is not the great one, guys.
Rage Against the Ice Machine.
I haven't heard Ice Machine yet. That's good.
So in case anybody wants to know, because we've never actually said this like live on a podcast or anything, the top 3 is Panic at the Crisco,
That's a good one.
Alice in Gaines, and the classic by Mike Haycock, the first commenter ever said it, OBCD.
Yeah.
Nice.
The best
Yeah.
ones. All the other ones are great, and we love it. Toast Malone was amazing.
I was thinking something.
Yeah, but
Doja
toast
Fat.
isn't really fattening.
That's true.
A lot of skinny people
Depends
eat
on how much
toast.
butter you put on
If
it.
you eat toast like I do, it's fat.
I was gonna say I lather that shit up in butter.
It's a
Yeah.
half a loaf of bread just dipped in a vat of butter.
Another
Oh, yeah.
lore drop. It's not a gland disorder. I just look like this. So
Hey, fat lives matter, dude.
Here's the other thing too: is I can't eat just one piece of toast. If I'm eating toast, I'm eating like 5-6 pieces. And with a lot of butter.
Me and him were in a rap group called Fupa Punch. Like we're all about. We had a song called Obese Mode. We're all about the fat kids, man.
Well, that's why it's
You
funny
guys
because our
fit in
band is
here.
called Dwarf Among Midgets, but we're like obviously not.
We're not.
We're not.
Well, we
little.
are. We're just the fattest fucking dwarves and midgets you've ever seen.
And tall. But
Yeah, exactly.
speaking of merch, we have a shirt that has all those comments
nice.
in the shape of the state of
I
Indiana.
gotta get one.
Oh, that's
I gotta
great.
get one.
That's
And
good.
thanks
get one.
to my wife.
Nice.
But yes,
'cause-
that'll be available online.
Yeah, because I was always rapping about obese with a spoon.
I like that one. That was great.
Do you guys have a URL yet, or are you waiting to drop that until?
we're waiting to drop till the single drops, but hopefully we'll have a waiting list that you
Okay.
can sign up for here
Nice.
soon.
We have a waiting list.
Cool.
We have a link we haven't dropped yet. We're probably going to drop it within the next day or two. But if you sign up for it, you'll get an announcement when the actual site goes live. So
Awesome. Yeah, we'll definitely have to check that out. But on that note,
Take a break.
we got to take a break real quick. We'll be right back right after these messages from Outhouse Records.
Why are you so stupid?
I'm all alone trying to fight the feeling again. Till my legs start
Welcome back to the Outhouse Super Show.
Yeah.
Here live at Outhouse Records on the new stage with our special guest, Midwest Martyr.
Midwest.
You just we're playing the whole track, yeah? We played the whole track?
We played the whole
Did
track.
we just play the whole track?
Yeah,
okay,
we
guys.
played the whole track.
You just heard the new track from Midwest Martyr. What's it called again? Sorry.
Fight the Fever.
Fight the Fever, yeah.
It's a Fuck Fauci song.
Yeah, I dig the style, though. And you said
It sounded good, man. Everything, the fucking vocals are on key the whole time. You didn't go off once.
Thank you. You guys are good at playing instruments.
Yeah, your tone is like a White Zombie-esque like tone. I was getting like we were listening to it without the guitar accidentally, and I was getting like major like White Zombie feels to that tone.
Thick bass.
Yeah, it was real
Thank
thick.
you. Yeah,
It sounded real good.
My tone, weirdly, is I just tell people it's a mix between Tim Comerford and Mike Dirnt.
Nice.
So
There
White
you
Zombie
go.
works
Nice.
for me.
Yeah,
There you go.
Yeah, I dig the style. A little bit of stylistic change. It felt like it had a little different from the album that I listened to. I could definitely tell it's been a couple years. You guys are kind of doing some different stuff. I like it though. It's got a lot of energy, which is nice, and it's got a nice what's the word? It's like a
Pizzazz.
yeah. Like I mean, it's like
You
it's
got
constantly
it.
it's constantly pushing forward. I don't know how to explain it.
It's not.
Yeah, momentum.
Yes.
It's a very momentous song. Yeah, it feels like it's just like you're just driving and it just like keeps going and going, and which I dig. It's cool. And you said you record that here in Kokomo at Whisper Studios, yeah?
It's right down the road, basically.
Shout out Whisper Studios.
And that's I love it. Ironically, it's a lot of gang vocals at Whisper Studios.
Yeah, yelling at Whisper Studios.
Not even our only song with it. Yeah, the gang vocals were fun because I'm sitting in the booth sweating my ass off. He's just like, all right, do it like Patrick Starr. I'm like, the money. He's doing all sorts of
my
weird
favorite part of the
sounds.
song. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Tell 'em about what's under the snare.
Under the
Oh, yeah, we can tell us, Zach.
You got to listen for it. It's hiding real deep in there. But if you listen real carefully, under the snare drum, we have a sample of a burp.
Every snare?
Every snare. He burped in the booth. He took it and he hit it under the snare, and it's in every single hit there.
That's awesome. Under
We
the
actually
snare.
have a video of me in the booth, and then I hear through my headphones right before they start the track for me to sing the first verse. Oh, we got to keep the burp, and I'm trying not to laugh because I'm about to do a take, but I was just like, oh, we got to hear the burp, bump, 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 bump. I'm like, oh.
I want to hear a take of the song that the snare's taken out and only
Just
the
the
burps
burps?
left.
Yeah, so replace the burps with
That could be the bonus track. Yeah, just the burp version.
replace the snare with burps.
Yeah.
That would be funny.
I'll pay some cameo for that.
There's a lot of weird stuff like that. Like we did something like that on our album where we had something that was layered with the drums. I can't remember. Because remember we had the idea from it was Lamb of God when they did what song was that? Was it Laid to Rest or no Redneck?
Oh.
It was Redneck. They took it's a sample of a keyboard.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
and they layered that into the kick drum, so it made it really clicky.
Clicky, yeah.
But once you know it's there, you can't unhear it. Now
then-
it just sounds like somebody typing on you with
Yeah,
that song.
because live he had to tape nickels to his kick drum. Yeah, live. Shit, yeah.
Ridiculous.
To get that click sound.
It's
Yeah,
too clicky a little bit.
I know.
don't know.
But that's what he liked. He was Chris.
Yeah.
And because they never talk about that. 'Cause you guys metalheads at all?
I am.
Yeah. Zach, you guys metal now? Because you have that story how they don't really talk about how he quit or he got fired from Lamb of God. Like
Chris
they don't,
Adler?
Yeah, they don't bring it up and stuff. I'm like, oh, there's something in there.
Yeah.
There's some evil shit.
That's
Hopefully it's not
strange.
Bill Cosby shit. Like he was drugging
Oh,
women
no.
across the
So,
country.
it seems like we have a lot of different musical interests. Let's just go around the table. Musical influences.
You got kibbles hard during the break
know.
talking about jazz.
I know, yeah. Zach,
We
he
go with
can't
you
stop
and go down the
touching
table. I'll
himself.
start with you first.
Yeah, we're talking about influences and
So, I'm biracial. My dad's biracial as well. So he's
are you quarter racial then?
Quarter racial.
Yeah, so that would make you quarter racial, man. That's
So
math.
he's
You're almost
he's,
a quarter human.
Yeah,
What?
he's African American white, and so when I was growing up, he was listening to Commodore's Parliament, Michael Jackson,
Slide.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff,
yeah, like all
Motown
Diana
R&B.
Ross,
So
yeah.
Prince or Michael Jackson growing up?
It was Michael. Well, it was
Michael,
both.
Both.
It was
'Cause my
both.
mom hated Michael Jackson growing up. She was a Prince fan, and my dad loved Michael Jackson.
Yeah,
That's
I-
when he
we
watched
listen to
Prince.
You're
both.
so
We love
like
Prince
one or the
Michael
other. I
Jackson.
love
I know.
both.
Yeah.
I'm a Purple Rain and a Thriller guy. I don't matter.
Yeah, he had Purple Rain on VHS, and that
Oh, yeah.
was
Hell
that
yeah.
was on constant rotation.
yeah.
But then my mom listened to nothing but radio. My stepfather at the time listened to country, so it really kind of gave me a whole bunch of
Yeah.
influences. But I love. I mean, personally, I love hard rock. I love funk. I love like to me, I'm a drummer.
I say, yeah, drummers, you have to
Of
learn
course you love
everything.
funk.
But
yeah.
like for
Yeah.
me, I tell the guys this all the time. If I don't see people moving and grooving out in the audience, I'm not doing my job.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'd like to have like that kind of, you know,
Because it was
That
About
head
funk,
bob
yeah.
going, yeah.
Because it was funny
About
because
that
that's the
deal.
reason why one of the reasons why I played drums because my dad needed a drummer in his rock band, and I remember we were playing drums. He was a metal dude through and through, like Viper, Def Leppard, you know, like. And as soon as that country shit hit with Achy Breaky Heart and Garth Brooks, he went straight country. And I was like, he traded his leather in for flannel and cowboy hats.
It's
So
the
like, what
same way.
happened, man? What
I can
happened?
I can play 3 instruments because at 3 different times my dad needed a
Yeah,
different,
exactly, yeah.
he taught me guitar first
Yeah.
because he needed a guitar
My
player.
dad just
then
punched me in the
drums
face and smoked meth.
bass. I know I smoked meth with your dad. Your dad's cool as hell,
That's
man.
how you learn.
We don't like you very much though.
That's how you learn. That's how you learn guitar, wasn't it? You got punched in the face, smoked meth.
He taught me how to play baseball, and then he left. So it's whatever.
well, I got into drums by accident.
Yeah.
It was nothing but coincidence when I went to fifth grade to 6th grade.
Yeah.
It was either study hall or band.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to do
Well, of
study
course,
hall.
band, yeah.
Yeah, I did jazz band
For
in
the
school,
chicks.
in high school.
I
Well, no,
wanted.
the theater girls is where you went in school.
Oh,
no one
that-
talks
that
about
is
the theater
true. The
girls.
theater
I
girls
was
thing.
No,
Yeah.
because I did the jazz, marching girls, like whatever, because that American Pie.
Yeah, let's
shit.
hear it for ugly
I was
girls that
fuck
put out.
Yeah, theater girls. You keep going, you thespians.
Thespians over lesbians any
You
day.
naughty thespians.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we're talking influences.
Influences.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you like? What do you
What
like?
got you into music? What made you want to, pick up
So-
the bass or whatever?
Captain
So,
Geach and the Shrimp
they-
Shack Shooters.
Yeah, bass. I won't lie. That was because I was too shit at guitar.
Yeah, nice.
Same.
We started this band called The Unforgiven or Black Fever, some cringe name.
Yeah.
Back in 7th grade, and we needed a guitarist. My buddy had a guitar. I had hands, therefore I was a guitar player. And I couldn't play that, so I finally switched over to bass and kind of just went full force into it. Like, it's not because I'm bad at guitar; it's because I like this instrument, so I
Yeah.
had to. But the influences are all over the place. I'm mostly a pop punk guy, believe it or not.
Nice.
So
Nice.
like Fall Out Boy, Panic at the Disco, My Chemical Romance, Green Day, and then some rock like Rage Against the Machine, Foo Fighters.
Dog Fashion at Disco,
Yeah.
whatever they're called.
And then our dad.
The original name. You remember the original name? It was
Pop
Hug,
punk and
Hug
nu
the
metal.
R Word.
So
They were called Hug the R Word.
you guys
They're like,
down
"You
with the
can't
biscuit,
sell-"
like the Limp Biscuit?
I like their riffs. I'm
Like their
not
riffs.
a big
West
actual
Borland. You're a
fan.
West Borland fan, but not
Yes,
a Limp Bizkit fan. I
absolutely.
understand that. I can understand that.
I'm a Limp Bizkit fan. I
Yeah,
don't
me
even
too.
care.
I love
There's
I
that
love
one new
anything.
song that has a funny line in it. What is that line?
Are you talking about the
Light it up.
dad rock? Or
Yeah.
Dad
Yeah,
vibes.
yeah. Light it up.
Lottie Da.
La-di-da.
Yeah, Lottie Da is
La-di-da.
funny.
Dude, we saw them last summer, though.
killed
One of the
it,
best
dude.
shows I've
I
ever
love
been to.
Limp
Not
Bizkit.
even joking. It
Oh
was
yeah,
so
their
good.
live shows look like they're
So
killer.
good. It's just fun. You can tell that they just don't care. They're just up there having fun, and it's like that's what we try to do.
But-
Like they go up there with a set list. They don't even
Yeah.
They don't go up. They just start playing covers and just goofing around and stuff. But it's so much fun. It's like
I'm on a head full of psilocybin screaming Britney Spears lyrics with
Yeah,
Fred
yeah,
Durst,
with
you know?
Fred
Like,
Durst,
I love it. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. But I love those days, though. I remember being in school, like 6th or 7th grade, and none of your friends knew instruments. But you're like, you're a drummer, you're a bass player.
Yep, yep.
And they're
Yeah,
like,
you
you better
assign
quit
it.
talking, Charlie, or I'm going to make sure I get another drummer. You're like, you didn't even play drums.
that's actually how I started. That's how I started playing guitar.
That's
Do you
what
know
I'm saying.
that?
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
everybody did.
I
Like,
had several fake bands.
my
before I had a real one.
original band was Julian Colazzi, Tony Rollerson, and none of them played instruments.
See, I had a drum set, so like drums were my first instrument, and my friend was like, "But I want to play drums. Drums are cool."
Yeah.
And then so I'm like, he didn't know how to play drums. I was like, "Okay, well I guess I'll get a guitar."
Yeah.
And now my main instrument for the last
Yeah.
20 years has been guitar.
And you're a good
because-
drummer, too.
And he doesn't know how to play drums either. Now, still.
You're a
but-
good drummer though too.
Well, I appreciate that.
You're a good bass player too. Don't ever do that again.
Yeah.
What,
I know,
get
you're
up
killing
and you
it.
played with
In front of
open
your
mic
dad.
last night?
With
Yeah,
your
with my
dad.
dad. Yeah, he's not gonna want me to play
He
no more.
loved it. He loved it. He goes, "You're the son I wish."
He looked at me.
Well, ironically, he's the dad that I never had. So.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
I love your
I'll trade
DW.
you. I'll trade you dads for brothers. You can have one of my sisters. I take one of your brothers. I want
You
the.
already had your sister.
I want the. Yeah. Well, that's true.
Got him.
We
Which
met,
one you want? You want my rapper brother or my gay brother?
I want your gay brother.
Okay.
But I only want him for a few hours. though.
right.
Okay. All right.
That's all you need.
I'll get
He-
my use out of him.
He's engaged. You can have him as boyfriend too, though.
Oh shit!
That's a
There you
three.
go.
No,
All right.
I might suffocate in a dog pile. There's
Shout
enough
out
big
Brandon.
guys
He'll
right
never
here.
watch
We
this,
don't even
but-
think
I
about that. No, he doesn't support you, huh? Same
All right, so
poor
kind of
guy.
influences we got for you, sir.
Well, so
He'd be like,
I don't want to say it out loud.
Uh-oh.
Well, first off,
Why?
the
No, say it.
instrument
We love all
one-
kinds of stuff here.
The
Yeah, man.
instrument one, we mirror each other because he was shit at guitar, and so we had a guitar laying around, and I got really sick and was like, I don't have anything
Perfect
else
timing.
to do.
There you go.
So I started learning guitar, and that's how we ended up. Yeah, shout out Marty Schwartz for giving me all the lessons
Now,
I needed.
Hell yeah.
Did you
The
learn?
freaking DeLeo brothers over here.
Did you learn on acoustic first, or did you
Yeah,
know
I
electric,
actually am.
acoustic?
I'm a big fan of playing acoustic guitar.
Acoustic,
That's
yeah.
all my
That's me.
songs I write are on
Campfire
acoustic.
guitar player, man.
Even
I
to
love
this day. Yeah, I love just sitting down and like playing little like beautiful melodies and stuff like that. But I literally only know guitar because he was terrible at it. And then I
Good
saw the
job.
movie High School Musical and was like,
you
wow,
go.
singing looks fun. I was a child. Don't judge me.
Yeah.
No, there's no
Yeah,
judgment.
there's
here.
no
Yeah,
judgment at all.
I thought singing was cool, so I was like, let's try it. And then I was nasally, terrible. Had to teach myself how to do it.
I'll
but,
say I was at the movie theater watching Sing 2 with my daughter singing my ass off.
Oh, I was
Last week on this podcast, I wore a Spice Girl shirt. We don't judge anything.
Don't worry,
Music
man.
is music. You know, we love it all.
I had a sexual awakening watching The Wiggles.
Oh yeah.
Oh God, that's
I'm just
terrible.
kidding.
Hey, relieving,
honestly like,
relieving yourself to Emma is not.
This is a hot potato. I just couldn't put it down, bro.
Yeah, honestly, High School
West-
Musical and like Jesse McCartney were like
There
you go.
when I was a kid, the musical info. I could still sing like songs like "Beautiful Soul" all the way through, not
Yeah,
a
dude.
single mistake.
Yeah,
right now,
So that was your early influences. Like, obviously that didn't. I mean, maybe it influenced you to get into it, but like,
Jesse McCartney still. No, I'm just
do you
kidding.
have do you have any specific like vocal influences or guitar influences that influenced the band? Because
Guitar, it's any band that's like super riff heavy. So
I
like
can
Rage
tell that,
Against the
yeah.
Machine, bands like them. But the biggest influences are Blackstone Cherry
Nice. I
and
can hear
Foo
that.
Fighters for vocals
Nice.
and melodies, I guess I could say. I also like to take inspiration from like other genres for melodies. I don't know if I'm any good at it, but I'm a huge fan of rap music, so I listen to a lot of that, and I like
too.
I like to like add like the percussive vocals to things because it just I feel like it emphasizes the drums and the bass when you like in that part where we're like sat there like it was just we were all dun, dun. I was like you got to emphasize that somehow. So adding percussion to the vocals, any artist that does that's on my book.
That's how I write vocals. I do metal vocals in another band, and
Ooh.
he loves it because he's like, my drummer's like, yeah, I love how you write vocals. Very
'Cause you're a drummer.
Yeah, and he's like, very
percussive
to me. Yeah,
vocals.
it's like it's easy to
well,
write
that's
drums.
it's funny you said the Foo Fighters because like I heard some Dave Grohl influence in your vocal. That's why I was wondering. I wasn't going to say it, but I was like, I bet he likes Dave Grohl. But Dave Grohl's the same way. He'll write like he writes guitar. He writes guitar percussively
Dave.
because he was originally a drummer.
Yeah,
and
I
then
saw
he does.
that clip. I was like, that is so smart. Oh my goodness.
We'll call you Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl.
But he does the same thing. He does the same thing with his vocals. He like it emphasizes and adds to the melody and the rhythm. It's very rhythmic. Which
Just
is,
don't have any child out of wedlock.
Yeah, no.
I don't know why it bothered his career any, man. People freaking doing that all the time. And
Well,
then
they fixed
care
it.
if
They
Dave
fixed it
Grohl
with
does
Post. They fixed it with Post. They're
Okay,
okay.
he was the drummer
They
for
fixed it with
freaking.
Post.
He was the drummer for Nirvana, man. He wasn't like some saint or something. Oh no, Dave Grohl cheated on his wife.
But that always made me laugh when they put those memes. They go, the lead singer of Foo Fighters looks a lot like the drummer from Nirvana.
No way.
I love those memes.
That's funny.
All right, Zach, you're last.
Uh-oh,
Last
here we
but not
go.
least.
He's like,
So
Cryptid Orchid, Cradle of Filth. Like, oh my God.
no, I was.
Anal cunt. is what he
Anal
was.
cunt.
Sorry.
I'm not into. Well, so when I was growing up, my dad was a singer in metal bands. He did a lot of
Nice.
cover songs and stuff.
Hell yeah.
He wrote stuff too, but like I remember growing up and he was playing like he was singing like Cold Chamber, Sepultura, like Hate Breed, Machine Head, like old Machine Head. So that's what I grew up listening to, like Slipknot and bands like that. A little bit of 80s stuff too, you know, like
Yeah, see,
Maiden,
that's what my dad was.
Priest.
I hear a lot of falsettos growing up.
And then I started playing guitar. I think the biggest guys for me at that point were like Dimebag and like Randy Rhoads, guys like that. And then after I started learning guitar, I finally started getting into like blues and classic rock, and then more. I discovered Coheed and Cambria at some point, and that became
very
a big thing for
progressive.
me.
Yeah, I love the
And then that was the big one. And then also I discovered like European like melodic death metal, like the Gothenburg stuff.
Like the band that what do they do? They eat their bandmate or something. I can't remember.
No.
Mayhem.
That's black metal.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not that's not melodic at all. That's black metal.
No.
I'm not a metalhead. I'm the only one in this group that
I
doesn't
saw.
listen to
You ever
metal.
seen Behemoth?
Yeah,
I seen them with the Cannibal Corpse, and I felt dirty afterwards. Like I had to go take a bath. Like I felt satanic, like all that evil on me. I was like, Behemoth, so too much evil. Yeah,
their album The Satanist is heavy as
That's what I'm
shit.
saying.
It's so
like,
good.
I thought Cannibal Corpse never a problem. I can I come blood, no problem.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but as soon as Behemoth came, I'm like, I want to leave.
Death Clock.
I'm scared.
Death Clock was a big one too.
Yeah,
Death Clock changed my life.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, Death Clock was awesome.
So I want to see those guys live.
Yeah, they had a handy
me too.
cartoon to make it awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's the guy. Yeah, Brendan Small. Like he did home movies back in the '90s,
Yeah.
and then turns out he's
And
just
Mr.
an awesome.
Cat, didn't he?
Turns out he's an awesome guitar player.
Yeah,
Like,
and
it's crazy.
they're touring now.
Yeah.
Shows are crazy.
I want to see it. Yeah, they
With
play.
Gene Oakland playing drums.
Yeah,
He's
they
a
play with
beast,
a giant
dude.
screen,
Yeah,
and
dude.
it's just
He's a
all synced to the
machine.
music. It's dope.
Yeah, dude.
But
he's a
kind of
big-
like the
big
Gorillaz.
I was
influence
watching
in my
YouTube videos of
I
that
love him
the
and
other day.
Kai from Winter Sun.
Okay, that guy, the Stone Sour, that the same guy?
No, he's
No.
he
Whoever
does
that guy
he's
was.
in a lot of like European bands and stuff. He plays with like Nightwish, I think, right now.
Nice.
All these
I
metal band
love
names.
shit like that.
John Freeze.
That's like symphonic metal. Now you're talking
John Freeze.
yeah.
Nine Inch Nails drummer.
Yeah, it's like I remember. I know
Joey-
Slipknot.
also-
and that was
Joey's
it.
the best drummer of all time. Yeah.
Shout out Finger 11.
Yeah, dude, Finger 11. We saw them last year with Creed.
Fuck yeah, dude.
I got into them. I got into them before Paralyzer came out, and then when Paralyzer
Yeah.
came out, I was like, "You're all a bunch of posers."
Yeah, you're a hipster to fucking Finger 11.
Grayest of Blue Skies is one of my favorite records.
It's so
ever,
good.
dude.
I love Tip. I love
is so good. The self-titled.
The
like, they're all
self-titled is
so
one of my
good.
favorite albums of all
But
time.
they
It's
were-
the first album I ever bought.
Everything that they've put out, like that band is just consistent and solid, and they're just so good. I fucking love that band.
They were surprised because Three Doors Down kind of sucked that day.
Oh yeah,
And
we
Finger
saw
11
Creed,
killed
Three
it.
Doors Down, and Finger 11 last
Yeah.
summer.
And
yeah, Three
of course,
Doors Down
Creed
was
knocked
kind of.
it, yeah. They kind of phoned it in, I think.
Yeah, they were kind of. But Finger 11 killed it,
They
and then
killed it.
Creed came on, and I was like,
They murdered
"Holy
it.
shit!" I just had a resurgence. I'm a Creed
And
fan again.
It was
like,
weird
It was so good.
my brother was in Chicago the same night watching Lamb of God, and I'm watching Creed in Indy, and we both sent videos to each other, and like almost the same background lights and everything were like similar. It was like Lamb of God, but it was totally different music.
His
It
is
was
like heavy
Creed.
as shit. You're
Yeah,
sitting back, and it's
yeah.
like, "Hold me now."
But the background like the circle. Yeah.
I'll always defend Creed simply because I've heard Alter Bridge.
Yeah.
Mark Tremonti is one of the greatest guitar players on. Like, he's
Mark
so good.
Tremonti, yeah,
And
one of my
Kennedy,
heroes for
and
sure.
What was his name? Kennedy or
Miles Kennedy.
Miles Kennedy.
Yeah, that dude is
I
unbelievable.
mean, I saw him in the movie Rockstar. He replaced
Yes.
Mark Wahlberg. So yeah.
I've been a Creed fan. I don't even care. Like everybody hated Creed for so long. I've been a Creed
I
fan
like
since the
Creed.
'90s. I've been a Limp Bizkit fan since the '90s. I don't
I'm
listen to the zeitgeist. Okay,
I kind of when I first
I
heard
just
him on
like
the
what I
radio.
like.
I first heard him on the radio. I kind of thought it was a new Pearl Jam song.
But Creed, yeah.
When I first heard it, I was like, it kind of sounded like Pearl Jam, but it didn't.
Well,
you know?
everybody did around that time.
Yeah,
Everybody was
yeah.
trying to be the grunge,
Yeah,
stuff
'cause
like that. Because you had bands like Fuel, and you had like Puddle of Mud
Yeah.
first starting out. You had like all these late '90s, early 2000s, like post grunge. Nickelback was one of them.
Yeah, my first thought was like, man, Pearl Jam got really religion all of a sudden.
They weren't even really religious though. Like
I
they were
know.
like he says like we're not a Christian band.
Yeah.
Like I just talk about God and
well,
my
that's
stuff.
the first
you
thing
know?
I heard was that should have been there on the Sunday morning. And so I heard Sunday morning. I was like, oh, religion.
Yep.
See,
yeah.
see,
Yeah,
I
religion.
thought that too, but then the next song that came out, he's like, "You ain't gotta settle no goddamn score." I'm like, wait a minute, hold on.
Well, no, you can
Well,
swear.
hold on.
You can
Something's
swear.
up here.
Let's go
swear.
back in history. The word
That's worse than
"goddamn"
swearing, though.
broke down. It's just God condemn it, and then someone
Yeah.
made it bad. It's really a good
That's
thing.
true. That's
God
true.
condemn this, please. God.
Yeah, God condemn it.
How
I'm
is this
saying
bad?
that.
Hold on.
Oh, God condemn it.
But when you say it with as much anger as Scott Stapp did, I don't know. I don't know.
And he sang his ass off that night.
He was fantastic.
Dude, he was good.
It was like
He
it was
sang his
peak
ass
Scott
off.
Stapp
I've
that
seen
night.
videos of him singing nowadays, and I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, he still got
He
it.
nailed
He's
it.
better now than he was back
Or
then.
he's got it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
He
he's
lost it
he's
for a little
sober.
bit.
He's sober now, so that's a big
Yeah.
part of it.
Exactly.
He's been sober for like 5 years or something.
Yeah, you go down
And-
the fucking drug hole, man. You
and
lose everything.
That was the first time I saw a chair rentals.
Oh,
Because I've always been to metal shows there, and you never rented. I thought it was a myth. I was like, you don't rent a chair at Deer Creek or whatever they call it, Clips Music Center now.
They don't
And then-
allow chairs for the heavy shows because people
yeah.
will throw them.
That's what I'm saying. I thought it was a myth, and then I get there, everybody had a chair. And they said, Clips Music Center chair, and I'm like, whoa, they're real.
I saw
Jesse,
Korn
we're 40 now. We need chairs for concerts.
I saw
Yeah, you
Korn
don't
and
bring your own
Gojira
chair? You need to
over
go.
in Chicago, and that was the first time I saw chair rentals, and I was like, this can't be
Gojira?
real.
Didn't it feel wrong?
I was like, wait, is this not all pit then?
Yeah.
I was in the lawn, but I'm like, I still open up the whole pit though.
How good is Gojira, though?
Oh, they were incredible.
yeah.
Was that the tour with Deftones? No, I went to that one. That was
that was
phenomenal.
with Spirit Box.
Okay, that was cool too.
That was a great show. Yeah, I loved that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite band to see live?
Oh. Uh-oh.
There you go. We can stop talking about metal, maybe.
You know,
Somebody
I don't
else
think I've
music.
ever seen I don't think I've ever seen a band that I like my
Not
favorite
yet.
live.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
I would love to see Foo Fighters live.
Oh, there you go.
Or Rage Against the Machine live, but they just Zach just left the band again. So you know, it's
the one thing I didn't get about Rage, they're not really raging as a machine at all.
They are the machine now.
They
They're
are
the
the machine.
machine now.
Well, no, even back then.
$200 tickets? Come on.
Even back then with Mikey from Unaliving Tendencies, where he said,
Callback.
where he goes, you're Rage Against the Machine, yet you're signed to Sony.
That's true.
You know, and shit like that. He's like, you're making all this money.
Yeah, no, but here's the thing.
literally.
If you are going to Rage Against the Machine, what better way to have you need a platform to be able to get
be part of the
against
system. You got to
You
destroy
sound
from
just like the
within.
Tom Morello.
Yeah.
That's
But
the
they
way
never
to
destroyed
code.
it. They became part of the machine and just stayed the machine. Like,
No,
you're
they,
supposed to help destroy
they're
it.
just raging against the machine like an
Oh,
upset
that's true.
teenager.
Go to your room,
yeah,
Zach.
I hate you, Dad. You know, that's all. You know.
I got to see Rage.
So
in-
it should be menstruation against the machine.
I saw
Oh,
Rage
God.
in 07 with Queens of the Stone Age, and it was a
I'd
fantastic
love to
show.
see Queens. They
Yeah,
look
that
like
was
Queens is awesome.
so
I've
good.
seen Queens.
I saw them
Not
with
Dave
Rage, and it
Grohl,
was
though.
awesome.
I wish I would have seen with Dave Grohl on drums, though. That would have been the shit. All right.
Oh.
I haven't seen them live either, but I kind of want to see Green Day live.
Green Day?
They
Yeah.
seem like
Yeah,
they'd be
they're
really
good.
fun. Currently, my favorite band to see live is Midwest Martyr.
Yeah.
Come out to the
good
show.
plug.
Come out to
Shameless
the
plug.
show.
April 12th.
But no, I'd love to see Green Day live, man. That would be so cool.
I've
Yeah,
never seen them
Green
either.
Day,
I'd
they're
love
good.
to.
I mean, I've seen Korn
Nice.
3 times.
They're so good live.
Yeah. Well, I saw them 99 Family Values tour with Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
And
Rammstein,
Rammstein.
Orgy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Orgy.
Yes.
Because Limp Bizkit opened the show.
Yes.
Because that's when he goes, because we went to, it wasn't, Chicago. Where did we go to see it?
I think it was down.
I can't
I
remember.
saw it in
It was, I
downtown.
think we went to Chicago. We went to, not Bloomington, but in Chicago. It was one of the shows we went to. Because I remember he goes, hey, Chicago, where we fucking landed? And he comes out of the UFO.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they come out.
That
and
was the
shit.
first time Rammstein
Yeah.
was
Yes.
in the States.
With the
Yes.
dildo.
And then literally everyone in the entire crowd was just like,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I told my buddy, I go, are we at the right show? Like, what's happening here?
Yeah.
But
And Orgy made you question your sexuality a little bit.
Is he wearing lipstick?
Yeah, the band I've wanted to see, and I've tried to buy tickets twice now, is Sleep Token.
Oh, yeah, I haven't seen them
And
live.
those
Yeah, I
tickets
haven't
go
seen them
so
live, yeah.
quick.
You like Ghost? See,
It's-
I'm not a fan of Ghost.
A buddy
I'm
of
not a
mine
fan.
loves it.
Yeah.
But
I was never a big fan. I'm waiting for, I don't know, I'm waiting for a song to catch me yet, and it hasn't caught me yet.
Yeah.
It's like I'm bored by Ghost. You know?
I mean, it's very theatrical.
He's like, whoa.
But-
I'm like, yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but no, Korn was one of 2 of my influences growing
Nice.
up, and
Yeah, I like
as far as
Korn.
drums are concerned.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's another situation where they kicked him out of Korn too, like really
What?
messed up David.
Yeah,
You know,
David.
the underwear model.
the new drummer? Because the new guys.
I like
Yeah, way
David.
better.
I
I
like
like the new
David
guys good,
because David had that funk
Yeah,
to it, which
Yeah.
made Korn.
exactly. Yeah,
That
And
snare
Ray,
sound.
nothing against Ray.
Yeah,
Ray,
yeah.
but Ray's very straightforward
yeah.
drummer. I went to go see Van Halen live before Eddie passed away.
Nice. With Wolfgang on bass.
With Wolfgang
yeah.
on bass.
Geriatric Halen. Hell
Yeah. But they played for almost 3 hours, and I
And
mean,
they did that bass player wrong too.
yeah, yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah, man, watch out. They do us wrong, bro.
yeah.
It's rough out here for a
I
bass
mean, you got
player.
replaced by his son. He's like, I don't trust you. And his vocals were awesome, Michael Anthony. I liked his vocals
Yeah.
in Van Halen.
Yeah.
And they're like, nah, my son can do it. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah. And then saw my first show was 311.
Oh,
Back in
nice.
I've always wanted to see
96.
311.
Dude, I've been to shit.
Drum-
So-
when I took drum lessons, my drum teacher, he was all about 311. He wanted to teach me, like, he wanted to do all those different, because of the snare work and in between the
yeah.
beats. The in
That's
between
that's what I.
spots.
Yeah, very
that's-
reggaeton,
I,
yeah,
I
reggaeton.
have
Yeah.
a lot of rudimental.
It's the in
stuff.
between spots.
So it was 311. Incubus
It's
opened
good
up
live.
for him.
Yeah, I've seen
and
them
that was the
live.
very first time I saw
I love
Incubus
Incubus.
live. And then it was Sugar Ray for the middle. The middle. But yeah,
I wish I could have seen Goo Goo Dolls thrash. Remember that when they were the thrash band before they sold or not
A lot
sold
of people
out.
forget about that. Yeah.
yeah, that's
was
my
like
wife's
speed
favorite
punk
band.
shit.
Since that
dude.
one record or something.
It's like,
Yeah.
dude, I'm lost for Goo Goo Dolls before waiting for a riot.
Iris.
Iris.
All right, I knew we were
Great-
Iris
great
Spring.
song, though. Great
Iris
song.
Spring.
Yeah. Hey, City of Angels soundtrack.
Yep,
yeah.
City
Nick
of
Cage.
Angels, man.
Nick Cage.
Shout out.
What's your favorite Nick Cage movie?
What's your favorite Nick Cage movies?
Are we doing this now?
Yeah, what's your favorite
Are we
Nick
talking
Cage
movies now?
Yeah. We got last 4 minutes. Let's talk about movies.
Oh shit.
Okay,
Mike,
so
who's
What
good?
favorite Nick Cage movie?
You like Nick Cage?
I love it.
Because some people love him and some people hate him because they don't get
Well, he's
it.
one of the worst actors of all time.
the-
Him and John Travolta, the worst
The
actors.
movie
of all
that
time.
the
he's
point.
in with I can't remember his damn name to say the life of me. Where he
His face comes off.
Nick Cage plays himself.
Oh,
the,
it's
the unbearable weight of massive talent
Yes.
with Pedro Pascal.
Good movie.
We're huge movie heads
Yeah.
here, so yeah.
Nick
Love
Cage,
that
Fantastic
movie.
very
movie.
meta Nick Cage.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love that.
He was
movie.
he was playing into the ridiculousness that is Nick Cage. That's
Yeah.
why I love it because it's so over the top and ridiculous.
It's-
and he is a bad actor.
He is a bad.
But he's the best bad actor.
Yeah.
Like that's why it's so
100%.
good. You like Nick Cage? No.
Man, I like National Treasure.
Okay.
That's a
Hey,
good one. That's a good one.
I like both of them, but National Treasure is really the only Nick Cage movie I can even think of.
Okay, I got
To
you.
be honest, I saw that trailer for that one where he like was in people's dreams, and that one seemed pretty cool.
He does a lot of like B movies and like no budget movies, and that's what I love about it. They're always like really terrible movies, but like for some reason they get Nick Cage. It's like
Yeah.
it's so weird.
there's some good ones. Con Air. Come on.
My favorite's Con Air. That's my favorite.
Raising Arizona.
That Raising Arizona is good too.
Yes.
Yeah. What about when he played Dracula? That one,
Renfield
came out.
Oh,
Yeah.
that new one.
That was pretty
Yeah.
bad.
Yeah,
I've heard it was really not great.
Yeah, that was
Nick
pretty
Cage
rough.
was the only reason to watch it.
Peggy
but
Sue.
Yeah, that
the rest
made
of
me
the movie was
that made me
awful.
like Keanu Reeves and Bram Stoker's Dracula twice as much.
Do you like Nick Cage? No,
I don't really watch his stuff. National
you.
Treasure for me too. Although I love that scene where he's screaming like "not the bees" or whatever that is.
Oh yeah, yeah.
That's
Wicker Man.
really
The Wicker
funny to
Man.
me.
Oh, the
I don't know the
Wicker Man.
context. Don't even know the movie.
Yeah.
But
I
it's
just
funny.
you don't need
yeah,
to.
I seen the meme too. I just like to see that dude covered
here
in
goes
bees.
Zach, right? I
Like
got it.
little Nicky. Let's cover
8mm.
Henry Winkler in bees.
Oh god! If you haven't watched 8mm, go watch 8mm. That's a good one. Yeah, it's all about smut films. It's a good movie though. It's really fucking dark.
It was shot really well.
Yeah, cinematography.
The last one that he came out with. The last one he came out with, Long
The
Legs.
puppet. Oh, I haven't seen that yet. I haven't seen that.
I'm really
yet.
excited to see that.
I haven't seen it yet.
I'm really
Is
excited
it worth
to see
it though?
that.
Worth it? Okay.
I've heard great things. Of the ones that I've seen, I'm honestly pretty neutral towards him. I don't have particularly strong feelings towards Nick Cage, but the movie that kind of springs to my mind is probably Gone in 60 Seconds. I really liked that when I was growing up.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's a
Del
good one.
Paxton.
Yeah.
That was a fun movie.
Me and my friends played that in a high school band.
That's in a high school band. That's wild, man. That's wild. But yeah, cool. Yeah, I love Gone in 60 Seconds too. So yeah, that one, Con Air. I love Face
Con
Off
Air's
though.
great.
Yeah,
I love
Face
Face
Off,
Off.
yeah.
It's over the top and ridiculous. I
Yeah.
love crazy stuff like that. So but Jesse hates Face Off. We always go back and forth on that.
we
Too.
got-
That and Independence Day.
We got a little bit.
Independence Day.
Why do you
starts
hate
off
Independence
as-
Day? It's a
it
great
starts off-
movie.
No,
Great fucking
it's a
movie. Shut
shitty-
up.
Shitty fucking movie.
Jeff Goldblum and Will
this
Smith
guy-
killed it.
I don't know if we can hang out
You
anymore,
can't
man.
convince me. The beginning is so good, and as soon as the aliens show up, it ruins it.
No.
It ruins it.
Welcome to Earth.
I know.
Yeah, when the aliens come, it's all over.
He says,
with.
"Welcome to Earth," and he knocks out his outfit.
Hell yeah, he does. That's Will Smith. He's a bad boy for life. Anyways, I think we're about out of time here on the Outhouse Super Show. We want to thank our events to Midwest Martyr. You guys are awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us, guys.
We got Richard,
coming
Zach, Jonathan Thomas. Which one's which? I can't
Jonathan
remember.
Taylor Thomas.
Jonathan and Thomas
Taylor
and the
Thomas.
Cage. Gotcha.
Yeah.
But yeah,
which twin I am?
come out April 12th. Come see these guys, and yeah, we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
April 12th,
ShopOuthouse.com.
Outhouse Records.
Yep.
You little ugly boy. What do you think we got here, midget? Right down to the orange roof on Howard Johnson's outhouse.
Next, you're gonna tell us there are poisonous snakes